guys, I'm Brogan. Today in this video, I'm super excited to unbox, demo, and review with you guys this smartphone right here. Now, this is from AGM Mobile. I've reviewed several of their tablets in the past. They make some really durable and rugged products. This, I think, is going to be right along those lines right here. But this is a smartphone. This is the AGM H Max 10,000 milliamp hour 4G smartphone right here. We're going to unbox this. As we unbox this, though, I want to tour through some of the specs on here that make this exactly what it is today. And I think it's going to be a very durable and powerful smartphone. This smartphone offers, again, 10,000 milliamp hours on here. So this is not only just a smartphone, this is also a power bank that you can use on the go to charge a wide range of different devices. This has 8 gigabytes total RAM on here. It also has 128 gigabyte internal memory storage. We have a 6.5-inch HD LCD display screen with 90 hertz refresh rate. We also have a 3-slot SIM tray on here. This is powered by Android 14, and we have 3 cameras on here. First off, we have our 5-megapixel front camera, 2-megapixel macro, and we also have our 13-megapixel rear camera on here. So our first cable in here is a USB-A to Type-C cable. This is going to be what's used to actually power our device and keep it charged. We'll set that aside. We have one more spot in here. Open this up. And this is going to be the part that actually you put the USB-A into. So if you don't want to charge this off of like a laptop, obviously go ahead and grab this part and plug it directly into a power outlet. That's all the cables that come with this. So I'm going to close everything back up here. Now let's dive into the actual smartphone itself here. So very nicely packaged here. Go ahead and remove all of this. All right, guys, here is the phone. And what I love about this right out of the gate is that everything on here is totally covered up. So all of our ports are totally sealed up with these rubber covers that go over them. If we go down here to the bottom, it's actually hard to open these up. But once you do, you have the Type-C port down here at the bottom. So anytime you're charging this, you just simply rotate the little cover over, plug your Type-C connection cable in here, just like so. But when you're done, you want to undo that, obviously, and you want to make sure that you reseal the cover over this. Otherwise, it's not going to be waterproof. It's 100% waterproof here as long as you have all those rubber covers over all of your ports. Then you could actually submerge this if you wanted to, and you're not going to have any issues with water leaking into any of the main components here. But you have to be careful that you seal everything up 100%. So I just want to make sure that I'm very clear on that. It's not waterproof if you're not careful with it. But this looks absolutely amazing, very lightweight considering the fact that we have a 6.5-inch LCD screen on here with 90 hertz refresh rate. But let's go through some of the ports on here, and then we'll power it on and we'll take a closer look at how it actually performs. All right, guys, here's our phone. We're going to go through the ports on the side first and controls. First off over here, volume control, followed by our side button. And these have a rubber material over the top of the buttons, which seals up against the frame and creates a watertight seal. So you don't have to worry about water penetrating in through the sides of your device here. Down here at the bottom, we have right here our Type-C port underneath a rubber flap. Same thing up here at the top with our audio jack connection. So if you do open these up and you remove that flap to secure yourself a pair of headphones in here, or in this case down here to go ahead and connect your power supply cable, make sure that you seal up the rubber stopper at the end there once you are done with your cable connections in order to keep this 100% waterproof. Over here on the side, we have our SIM card tray over here under this flap, again with a rubber material over the top. Same thing with our yellow button. So even though these buttons are fully accessible, you can hit the buttons here, you can hit the buttons over here, they are sealed up completely against the frame here, making it 100% waterproof. All right, guys, here we are on our device. This offers everything that you could imagine on an Android 14 device here. So all of our apps easily accessible here. We've got the Google Play Store, which you can set up, download apps, download games. I'm mostly going to be interested in, first off, a little bit of gaming. We've got Asphalt over here, and we also have YouTube. So let's go into YouTube first. Very quick on here, we got the Marcus Buff Bagwell YouTube channel pulled up here, which I do all the producing for Mark on this channel. But let's jump in here and let's find a video and just see how quick it loads up, see what the quality looks like on here as well. Let's find a good video. Let's dive into this one right
The
here.
past 4 or 5 years, I built up to the point where I wrestled in Calgary, in Stampede, the dungeon, in front of Bret Hart. And I went up to Bret Hart before the match with the opponent.
Looks good for shorts. Let's check out a full-length video up here.
And we'll say, ladies, you got a real cheap date in the ring. All you got to do is take him to the local Golden Corral. Cass, what are we having? And he's like, tacos. I'm like, how you doing? He's like, chocolate fondue. How you doing? And he named everything that they had. So we got how you doing and soft over in front of the crowd with the rub of Ryback and the rub of Ryback and the rub of Cena.
Yeah.
So the next time we're on TV, if you're watching, you don't know why the people are popping and saying soft. You're like, wait, what? Who are these guys?
Right. Where did this come
So
from?
we owe the world to the Orlando crowd.
All right, so you can see that YouTube works perfectly on here. Whether you're diving into a quick short or a full-length video, you can use this vertically, you can use this horizontally. Sound quality is great on here. Picture quality is pretty decent considering the specs of this, but let's dive into some games here. All right, guys, we jumped in here. We checked out the AGM H-Max 4G smartphone today, and I am a huge fan of AGM Mobile because they make durable and in some cases waterproof products. Now, I've tested out countless tablets in the past. This is the first smartphone, but this 100% is durable and waterproof, but you have to make sure that you cover up all of the ports on here with the rubber flaps. If you leave like the Type-C port open at the bottom, you drop this in a lake, I promise you it's not going to be waterproof and you are going to ruin your device. As long as you are careful though, this is definitely going to last a very long time. It's made to last, it's durable. It's basically got a super rugged case built into the actual phone. So I could drop this over my shoulder right onto the super thin carpet here that's right over concrete. And I don't have to worry about this breaking. I can step on it right here accidentally as I go to pick this up, and it works still perfectly. Not a scratch on here, not a cracked screen. Everything about this still functions beautifully on here. And we can open this up and you can see from the demos that I did today that it works perfectly with YouTube. It's great for gaming. You're not going to use this for like super high-end games. It's not meant for that, but we saw with Legends Racing today, great experience here. The high refresh rate on here, 90 hertz refresh rate, is great on the 6.5-inch LCD screen. It looks great. It looks actually much brighter just looking at it. It's much larger than my iPhone 15 screen. So really a big fan of what this has to offer here. And because it's Android 14, it's going to work beautifully with Google Play Store. You'll be able to get all your apps effectively through there. Now, I didn't use this with a cellular plan. I'm just using this off of Wi-Fi today. So obviously your cellular experience is going to depend heavily on where you're located and what your service is like. But Great experience here so far with what I've used. I also really enjoy using the camera on here. I was pleasantly surprised by how great the picture quality is, both in video as well as still shots. You saw me jumping in here, taking some photos of my virtual pinball machine, and they came out beautifully. I'll show you some of those shots and the video sequence here that I filmed. You guys saw me actually doing the video and taking the photos, but let's take a look at the actual video that was taken right from this device. All things considered, they look very good on here. So very reliable product that I think is going to last you a very long time, as long as you're careful with it, of course, and you make sure that you cover up those ports so they are in fact waterproof, and the entire device is therefore waterproof. But big fan of this. It's also very much affordable, $169 at the time of this recording, which for a 4G smartphone like this is definitely a great deal, especially when considering the fact that it is durable and made to last. So click the link at the top of your screen as well as in the description of this video to get some additional information. If you want to see some of the other videos that I've done on past products from AGM Mobile, click the links in the description of this video. That is going to do it for today, though. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video.